You probably aren't setting goals the correct way. Most of us know how to set goals, but not in a way that maximizes its effectiveness. We often stop at this point where you just write down your goals and then you don't do anything else with it. Most of us think that that's the only way and the point that you stop at, but there's a lot more steps to it. In this video, I'll show you my perspective on how to set goals as well as the steps that come with it. First, we must think about what problem we're trying to solve. Usually, when we are setting goals, we're often solving a problem for ourselves which will change us and improve ourselves. So, let's say you are unhealthy. That is your problem. Your solution to being unhealthy is by going to the gym, eating healthy, etc. Those are your goals. Now, when you are creating these goals, you want to block them out in sections. What I mean by sections is by blocking it out in your life that include body, mind, soul, romance, family, friends, growth, money, and mission. Mission is like the job or career, the main thing that you're doing in your life. Write this all down in a journal. Then you want to list, okay, how good is this on a scale of 1 to 10? And then you ask yourself, what goals would I like to accomplish in order for me to get this from, let's say, a 2 to a 8? You want to ask yourself these questions so that you know what kind of section you want to work on, as well as what is lacking in your life. A lot of us don't realize that there's another way to set goals. You can do this by thinking about the person that you want to become. So you want to envelop that identity. So you want to be specific about the person that you want to become. So who is that person? What kind of goals have they achieved? What activities are they doing? Want to be more specific, the easier it is to make goals. So let's say, for an example, my person that I want to become is a disciplined person. So a disciplined person is so broad. It's broad, right? A disciplined person is broad. You want to be more specific on the activities that disciplined person does. So that disciplined person can be doing fitness, can be doing academic things, etc. But you want to find what that person does. So let's say, for an example, I want to be a disciplined person that does weightlifting. A disciplined person that does weightlifting. So that person that does weightlifting, since he is disciplined, he goes to the gym 5 to 6 times a week. He eats healthy. He does the things that he doesn't want to do. Like maybe he'll go for a run in the morning for cardio. Maybe he will go to the gym in the morning. Just things that are harder as a disciplined person. Now, after you found out what that kind of person is, ask yourself what goals have they achieved in order to get to that position. So, for me to be a disciplined weightlifter who has a great physique, what has he done? Well, first, he's gone to the gym. That could be a goal for you if you're just starting out. But to think bigger, probably one of his goals was to get 10 to 15 pounds of muscle, pure muscle. That could be one of his goals in order to achieve what he is now. Find those goals in that person and write those things down. Then, to help you even further, ask yourself, what would that person do? I would ask myself, what would a disciplined person do? What would that disciplined person do? This basically gives advice to myself, but also helps motivate me because, one, I want to become that person, so doing what they do helps become who they are. And two, it basically, you can't say no, right? You can't say, oh, that person wouldn't go to the gym, because it's obvious. They obviously would go to the gym. So you can't lie to yourself. So it just helps with that motivation effort to do the things that you don't want to do. The final way to set goals is to flip it to its negative side while including the person that you want to be. So let's say I want to be a person that makes $100,000 a month. I would flip that and say, okay, what is the kind of person that doesn't make $100,000 a month? What do they do? What habits do they have? What traits do they have? What personality do they have? I ask myself these questions, and I think it's easier to think of the negative things than the positive things. So if I was thinking about their habits, it would probably be not improving themselves. So they wouldn't go to the gym. They wouldn't learn skills to improve their skill set. They wouldn't do the hard things. And character traits of them would be negative personality, negative mindset, always being unproductive, not really that disciplined, all those negative things that you want to come up with that person has. Or it's negative, but it's how that person is. You want to be as specific as possible, because then when you flip it to its positive side, you know exactly what you need to do. So from being unproductive to productive, that's how you get to that $100,000 a month. And I know that's very broad, but it's just an example. If I wanted to go deeper, it would probably be, since that person does not build their skill set on marketing, sales, and persuasion, I would flip that and say, okay, the person that does make $100,000 a month would learn marketing, sales, and persuasion. And that's something that I would set as my goal. Learn marketing, sales, and persuasion. That's what you want to do when you flip it upside down. Find all the things that you can do that will basically fail you, and then flip it to its positive side that will help you succeed. That is another way to view how to set goals. I just gave you 3. 1, think about the problem that you're trying to solve for yourself right now. Write that down. 2, think about the person that you want to become. Think about what the qualities they have, what kind of habits they do, and what kind of personality do they have. Find specific things about themselves and write down the goals that they have achieved in order to become that person. Then ask yourself, what would that person do? What would a person that makes $100,000 a month do? And then the third thing is find the person that you want to be, then flip it to the person that you don't want to be. So from making $100,000 a month to not making $100,000 a month. Find how they did that, how they achieved that failure, how they are as a person, all those things. Be as specific as possible. And then when you find all those things, you want to flip it onto its positive side. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you can take something away from it. Please implement what I've taught you in this video, because it's the only way that I can help you. Thank you so much for watching.